All right, guys, let's go ahead and write in number 6, division of fractions using the algorithm. Remember, the algorithm is a step-by-step process. Pause it now. All right, dividing fractions. Think SOAR. S-O-A-R. Same, opposite, and reciprocal. Same, opposite, and reciprocal. Now, some teachers have in 5th grade taught you K, C, F, or keep, change, flip. They mean the same thing. Now, you're going to keep the first fraction the same, opposite, same, opposite. The opposite of division is multiplication, and reciprocal. The reciprocal of 2/3 is 3/2. Now, so all you have to do is keep, change, flip, or same, opposite, and reciprocal. And then you multiply straight across. 4 times 3 is 12. 5 times 2 is 10. Simplify. Now you could have simplified with the 4 and the 2, cross simplifying, and you would have still gotten the same answer. All right, go ahead and pause and write this in your notebook. What is a reciprocal? Reciprocal is one of two numbers where the product is 1. Remember, product is the answer to multiplication. So when I go to find the reciprocal is when you multiply by a number that gives you 1. So in other words, 2/9, the reciprocal of 2/9 is 9/2. Let me show you why. 2/9 times 9/2 gives me 18/18, which is another name for 1. So when I multiply by the flip, the handstand, it gives me 1. So the reciprocal of 2/9 is 9/2. The reciprocal of 4/7 is 7/4. Now notice I don't have an equal sign because they're not equivalent. The reciprocal, that's why I have an arrow here. All right, the reciprocal of 2/9 is 9/2. The reciprocal of 4/7 is 7/4. Now notice 9. 9 is a whole number. Well, how do you write 9 as a fraction? 9/1. So when I go to do the reciprocal of 9/1, I get 1/9. Now, Houston, we have a problem. Notice the 1 and 1/3. That is a mixed number. Well, when we multiply mixed numbers, we had to make them improper. Remember, you had to multiply, then add the numerator over the denominator. So 1 and 1/3 as a mixed number, as an improper fraction, is 4/3. And 4/3, the reciprocal of 4/3 is 3/4. The first 1 and 3/8 becomes 11/8. Oops. 11/8, and then the reciprocal of 11/8 is 8/11. So now you know how to run the reciprocal. Now let's do a couple problems. Do 5/8 divided by 3/8. 5/8 divided by 3/8 means how many 3/8 are in 5/8? Well, we drew it out, and notice I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 5 out of 8. Remember, these are not part. I'm going to put a little X up here. Different color. These are not part of your problem. Has nothing to do with it. That's why it's not colored in. So if I have 5/8 divided by 3/8, I'm going to take my 5/8 and now divide it into 8s, and then we're going to group them into thirds. So when I'm going to group them into thirds, I have one group of 3. There's my 1. With how many left over? 2 out of the next group of 3. So your answer is 1 and 2/3. But there's a shortcut, guys. We gotta stop modeling. But now that you understand modeling, let's get to the actual algorithm. All we have to do is SOAR, same, opposite, and reciprocal. So keep 5/8 the same. The opposite of division is multiplication, and the reciprocal of 3/8 is 8/3. All right, now I can either multiply straight across and get 40/24. Then I can simplify that by 8 and get 5/3. Now, personally, I would have cross-simplified the 8s, put those into a sled, and I still get 5 times 1 is 5. 1 times 3 is 3. 5/3. Doesn't matter how you get it. And 5/3 is another name for 1 and 2/3. 3 goes into 5 one time, with how many left over? 2/3. 5 divided by 3. 3 goes into 5 one whole time, with how many left over? 1 and 2/3. Get the same answer. It doesn't matter how you do it, whether it be modeling or the algorithm. Let's do another problem. All right, 2/3 divided by 1/6. How many 1/6s are in 2/3? So same, opposite, and reciprocal. 2/3 stays the same. Opposite of division is multiplication, and the reciprocal of 1/6 is 6 over 1. Multiply straight across, I can get 12/3, and 12/3 simplified is 4. I could have cross-simplified the 3 and got 1, the 6 by 3 and get 2, and 2 times 2 is 4. 1 times 1 is 1, 4 over 1 is 1. So 4 divided by 1 is 4. All right, next problem. 2 5/8 divided by 1 3/4. How many 1 3/4 are in 2 5/8? Houston, we have a problem. We have mixed numbers. First thing we have to do is make them improper. So 2 5/8 as an improper fraction. 8 times 2 is 16. 16 plus 5 is 21 over 8. Bring down my division. Do not change it yet. First we have to make them improper. 1 3/4. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 is 7/4. Now, I'm going to do same, opposite, and reciprocal. So 21/8, same. Opposite of division is multiplication. Reciprocal of 7/4 is 4 7s. All right. Now, you can multiply straight across, but I'm not going to because it's a pain in the tush. So we're going to look at the 4 and the 8. We're going to cross-simplify the 4 and the 8. What can go into both 4 and 8? 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 4 divided by 4 is 1. Now, if I put 8 and 4 in a sled, let's prove it. Pull out a 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 becomes a 2. Boom, boom. 4 becomes a 1. Boom, boom. Now, let's look at the next part. It's 21 and 7. If I put 21 and 7 in a sled, what factor can I pull out of both? 7. 21 divided by 7 is 3. 7 divided by 7 is 1. So 21 divided by 7 is 3. The 21 becomes a 3. The 7 becomes a 1. And I multiply straight across. 3 times 1 is 3. 2 times 1 is 2. And 3/2 is another name for 1 1/2. 2 goes into 3 one time, with 1 left over the last name of 2. All right, let's do another problem. 3 3/4 divided by 5/6. First, got to make them improper. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 3 is 15, over 4, divided by 5/6. Now, same, opposite, and reciprocal. So 15/4 times 6/5. Cross-simplify. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 15 divided by 5 is 3. All right, let's do the next one. Look at the 4 and the 6. What can go into 4 and 6? 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And we multiply straight across. 3 times 3 is 9. 2 times 1 is 2. 9/2 is another name for 4 1/2. Okay?